First of all, welcome back to Soai. I gotta say, big up to Washington, D.C. with y'all big train stations. The train stations here look mad good compared to New York. Monique says otherwise. She's talking about, I don't even know what she'd be saying, but the train station here is nicer. The freaking trains got cushions, y'all. The seats are cushioned, and there ain't no crazy people on the train.
Yet? Yeah.
Well, have you ever seen crazy people on the train here? No, you haven't. No, you haven't. In New York, people be dancing. I saw people got married in New York on the train. But anyway, fun and jokes aside, I love how it's just like something about it is just very airy. And then the trains run crisscross, like down lower, the trains run in this way, and then here the trains running that way. It's beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. It's big, airy. It looks a lot cleaner than in New York. But that's besides the point. Yo, you know you got cats. Sorry, rats. They're that big. They are that.
DC is any cleaner. Watch, we haven't seen anything yet. Okay. We get to the train station, bus station, then we see something.
Yeah, she's just a New Yorker.
Can't believe you're saying that.
She's just a New Yorker, but I'm just yo guys, look at this. When the trains come in, these lights flash. When the trains come in, these lights flash. Come on now. You gotta give to Caesar as Caesar is due. In New York, you do that?
No.
They ain't got no, people be pushing people off on the train. This whole thing has respect. It's telling you like, hey, yo, the train's coming, get prepared for the train. But anyway, that's not the point. So, in the last video, I did say we're gonna do something in the night. I'm like, you know what? Why not share it with you guys and stuff? Yeah, wait, trying to get a seat. Ooh, look at this cushion. Yeah, but yeah, so Monique, she searched for something in the night, which is like a comedy show. Yo, people talk on the train here, bro. People talk on the train here, bro. I'm just messing. So there. All right, so we're gonna be going to a comic show. It's like 15 comedians. Honestly, I don't think people, I don't want to say this, but people give jokes different than, it's different. Have you been to a comic show yeah, it's been different. I went on a cruise once and like the jokes, some jokes I did not get.
Yeah.
When you think about sharing jokes, sometimes it's about like cultural understanding. So certain things I might not understand about the culture. So that might be the situation here, but I'm open to doing it. But I'm most interested on hopping in this trip with her because we're gonna try something to eat in the night. That's what I'm looking forward to. Did you find anything?
Yeah, plenty.
You see, that's why she's my tour guide. She knows, like you on the list of stuff. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna be surprised. You guys, I guess, will be surprised if I don't put in a thumbnail or whatever. But yeah.
It's early. We don't have a curfew.
Yeah, it's 6:37.
Yeah.
It has felt late for the past 3 hours. Let me just say this. If you've never been to foreign before and you're from the Caribbean, it gets late. When it hits winter time, it gets dark. And it's throwing me for a loop. I try not to get depressed here because I've heard my fellow people say that living here after a while they get depressed and they get sad. So what I try to do for myself, because I have to admit, people talk about America being like this, this amazing place. Certain aspects of it are amazing. Vice versa with Jamaica too. Certain aspects of Jamaica are amazing. Certain aspects are darker. Same thing here. So it gets dark. You don't get to see the sun as much as often. So what I try to do things like traveling, cooking a nice Jamaican dish, try to make me remember home. And if I can go camping or my mom said this to me the other day. She said, boy, one thing about you is like you adapt to no matter where you go. Like you seem to always just be happy. And I think that's what you have to do. You have to face the fact that the place is different, but just keep moving forward. So yeah, that's basically that. So we're out here in Washington, D.C. where the trains are definitely better. That's my coping mechanism. Because New York, the trains aren't just, look how fast the train is. I'm out. You guys want to believe that Monique is still roasting me about loving these trains more. All right, so fun and joke aside, here, so in New York, when you take the trains, it runs off letters. So the A train, the N train. Is there an N train?
Yes.
Okay, there's an N train. There's a 2 train. You know, so it's letters and numbers in New York, right? So here, it's a little bit different. Oh, we got to tap. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to stop this. Wait. Yeah, that I can explain to you too. Okay. Yeah, so here, instead of running with the numbers and letters, they work with colors. So you have the silver, blue, orange, red, green. Those are the lines that they use for their trains. Also for New York, it's a little bit different where we pay with the OmniPay. So all we do is just, we just tap the card. So it's a tap to pay. You don't need to sign up any card or anything. Here, you have to sign up with is it Smart Line? Smart Trip. You got to do the Smart Trip app. For me, I think this is a money grabbing situation because you got to pay $2. It's basically sign up fee. So yeah, imagine that. If a million people do it, then it's like $2 million in their pockets or whatever. You got to do that and then add money to that. So today I added like $10 for the train line just now. How do they do it? They do it like, I guess how far you go.
I'm not sure, but it's like it says trip in progress, and as you go from one station to the next.
New York, we're in that situation.
Yeah, it assesses the fee.
Yeah, because with New York, you could once you're under the subway, you're good. What did he say?
He said it is distance based, so
Distance, right?
yeah, depending on which station you go to, it's going to charge. He said it caps out usually around $6.70, and it's a new thing.
Yeah.
He said once you get in station, you can look at the machine and tell you how much it'll cost to go from station to station, like how much each station costs.
But with New York, it's once you pay in, you stay on the line as far as you can go.
Yeah, only time you pay again is if you leave the station.
So I would say it's cheaper to travel in New York personally, but here is nicer, so you spend a little bit more. That's what I think. Oh my gosh, he's not gonna let me win this one, but yeah.
I mean, it's comparable. It's $2.25 base fare.
Yeah.
It seems like.
Yeah, but if you're going to travel far,
yeah,
it can go up to $6. In New York, it's not going to go up to $6.
But remember, distance here is a little different because you could end up in Virginia, and that would be $6.
Oh, snap. So this train could take us to Virginia?
I've taken it before, yeah. So
because of DMV area, so everything is kind of close.
End up in Maryland and pay a little bit more too. So it depends where you're going, what's the goal. Okay,
that makes sense. All right, so yeah, I guess when I catch you guys back, it's gonna be at the comedy show. That is a first come first seat basis, so we're trying to get there as quickly as possible because I don't want to stand up.
Lots of free things to do. Okay.
Yeah, thankfully it's indoor because remember, we don't want out the door. Guys, where's tour guide? So just now we're on the bus, right? So we're on the bus. I feel somebody's head on my shoulders. So the head start getting heavy. So I'm like, all right, she's sleeping because it's been a pretty long day. But something does feel kind of off. I'm like, yo, we've been on this bus for a minute. So I'm just like, yo. Oh, the next stop. But if it's somebody with gas sleeps and I'm alive. All right, so we got to the comedy club in Ting and Ting. All right, so this is basically a comedy club. Please don't talk during the show. Okay.
Oh, wow. It was dark times. Which was also my nickname too, was Dark Times. That's what I was called. I used to sell watches. I did. I don't know, they didn't laugh hard enough for me on this side. They laughed hard over here. This is like Netflix. And y'all like Tubi. All get on the same page. I like it. It's cool being. Oh, you like that joke? I think he has his foot on the stage. That's big dick energy right there. I don't have that. I don't like the fact that he just like exposed his foot on stage like this. And he showing me the balls. I don't like it. Way too comfortable, bro. Relax.
All right, so tour guide Monique for the win. You did good. You did good with that one. So this did super good now. So before we had mentioned like on the train, we were saying like, man, it might not be funny because there's like cultural differences or race differences. But I could say 95% of the acts that came up there were funny as hell. Those who weren't funny that's because they weren't funny.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But everybody else, like I got a majority of the jokes. I laughed at, yeah, definitely better than what you might have on a cruise ship. That was really fun. We didn't have to pay for that just now. I did, however, get to record a little bit of it. Places like that, you're not supposed to really record, but I got a little snippet of it. That guy was pretty funny to me, but it got even funnier. Like, good job. You did your thing. All right.
There's a
The jerk pit?
to make your restaurant.
Nah.
Let's keep. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
Come all the way down here for that.
Yeah, nah, not today. But we are gonna be just walking the strip. Where?
Ethiopian.
Where?
Right there. Outfits.
Okay.
Look them up.
Oh my God, I'm so cold, bro.
You're cold?
Yeah, man. It's like coming in from such a warm place back there just now to out here. It's cold. But we did say on the agenda was to try Ethiopian food. The cuisines that we are finding here is mostly Ethiopian, quite a bit of Ethiopian. Oh, there's another one over there.
That's a competition.
Yeah, so Ethiopian right there. Which one looks better though?
I saw this one online. They had good reviews.
This one?
Yeah.
So you want to check out this one?
I don't know if it'll take people. It's 9:30.
Oh, 9:30. Yeah, maybe the kitchen gets locked off. I don't know.
You want to see?
Yeah, let's see. All right, because it's so late, they were saying it's now like 9:30, and they are closed at 10. So they were saying they would give us 15 minutes to eat, like order and eat. Yeah, I'm not about that. Whenever I try a new cuisine or a new place, I definitely want to get a time to kick back and experience it. So we're going across to this other one called Soai. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. And we're going to see. But chances are it might be closed at the same time too. Oh, it's a Michelin star. So this one got a Michelin star in 2021. All right, so we got to this spot. I think it's pronounced as Soai. What I did like on the first hand was that he seemed very accommodating, which is if the restaurant closes at 10, then you let people in. You see what I'm saying? And they can eat until they're done. It doesn't feel rushed or whatever. And now here he's back. Not very aware of these foods, but he did mention things like getting the Soai vegan combo and having a meat thing. But I've heard that Tibs is pretty popular, so she's getting the beef Tibs, and I will get the lamb Tibs. And you're getting the Injera?
Yeah, it comes with it.
Oh, it does.
It comes with Injera. Okay, cool. Is there like...
Eat together or you want family style or you want...
You want family style?
Oh,
Yeah, we do the family style. Is it like an Ethiopian drink you guys have?
Yeah, so we have 2 Ethiopian drinks. The first one, honey wine. It's made out of honey, but it's alcoholic, it's a wine. And we have Habesha from the beer stuff. We have Habesha too.
So you might have overheard just now. To me, pretty friendly, pretty helpful. I really like that so far. So I think we did make a good choice on the restaurant. Like when I was in Ghana, you ate with your hands. Here, they say they serve absolutely no utensils with the food. So the food is not going to come with any utensils whatsoever because they want you to have the full Ethiopian experience eating with your hands. For me personally, I'm down for it. Gotta go wash my hands and then we can have some Ethiopian food. Yeah, it's gonna be my first experience and you guys know. Definitely gonna tell you what I think about it. Okay, first experience with Ethiopian beer. Habisha. So this is what it looks like, Habisha. I remember the first time when I came to New Jersey and I got the chance to try Yingling. And my friends at the time were like, yo, this is such a good beer. Today's day, I still can't tell you I know a very good beer. But I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna tell you if it tastes unique or what's the flavors I can get from it. I'm not a beer connoisseur. Tastes like a beer to me. But it's cool. You know, like when people go to Jamaica and they try Red Stripe, and we want them to keep having Red Stripe, I think it's the same thing for this beer here. You know, just to have the experience of what Ethiopians might be having. Now, the way they just asked me just now, like, yo, how is it that you're in New York and you've never tried Ethiopian food? Like, there's a bunch of it there. But, you know, I'm pretty new to New York, and that's what I love about it there. There's so much different types of foods that you could try. I just never got the chance to experience Ethiopian just yet. But now I'm gonna get the experience, and I'm super excited to try it. What do you think about eating food with your hands, though?
I'm interested. That's why one reason I went to go wash my hands. I'm interested because it's unique. Kind of like having chopsticks for the first time. So this looks fun.
Got you.
I like the hospitality so far.
Yeah, the hospitality is on point. He's very helpful. Yeah, I like it.
Here's the lamb. The beef. And the hot sauce.
Is this the Injera below it?
Yeah, so this is the injera, this is the injera as well.
Okay.
So it starts with this injera and finally the bottom part, it's absorb everything the stews and just the best part of the injera. The
Nice.
last one.
Thank you. This is amazing.
You're welcome. Enjoy dinner.
Thank you. All right, let's pray. God is good and God's great. Let us thank Him for our food. By His hands we all are fed. Give us, Lord, our daily bread. Amen.
Amen.
So, food smells good. Presentation was different. Yeah, I'm gonna take a bite of this injera. So the base here, this thing here is injera bread. It feels, honestly, it feels like skin. It literally feels like skin. Almost like silicone in a little way.
Really good. Thank you.
Honestly, it's a pretty interesting way of doing a form of bread. It tastes like bread, but the feeling of it changes everything. It makes it more playful, and it makes it very befitting to being a finger food. You know, it just feels like those pores, those holes inside of the injera, this is gonna soak up like flavor ridiculously. The lamb here, I'm gonna try that. The flavors are definitely very exotic. It's flavors that I think I probably have never experienced in the same place at the same time. It's quite interesting. I quite like that. The vegetables I like. It's very bright and fresh. The lamb, for me, it's kind of tough. A very gamey feel to it. I'm gonna be honest, lamb is never it's not my go-to meat. I'll eat it, but it's not my go-to meat. But pairing everything together, injera, some salad, some lamb. This is a beef tips. Like he said, they're basically prepared in the same fashion. So the only difference is going to be in the meat.
I think I like the beef better than the lamb.
Yeah, beef in general just has more flavor than lamb would, if I'm going to be honest with you. This sauce here, I don't even know what the sauce is, but
It's a hot sauce, he said.
it's very earthy and rustic. I like it. This bread though is very fascinating. This it's an interesting thing. It's almost like a fruit roll-up.
I have no excuse but to lick my fingers with this.
If I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty full though.
Me too.
I am full.
Me too.
What do you think overall though?
I really like it. I like the beef better than the lamb. You were spot on. The lamb has a gamey taste, and I do like the lamb a lot. It's just this tastes a little different than what I'm used to. Everything is seasoned really well. I just would like just a tid more salt, just like a tap of salt. I think would really set it off, but it's really good. I love the fresh green salad. The dressing that they have on it is so good. Yeah, it's good. I just would like a tip of salt, and I'm not really a fan of rosemary, so it's really strong in there. But it's good.
For me, I don't think it needed any more salt for me. I think it was just seasoned. I don't know, seasoned. I think it felt very different. It's a food experience that I've never quite had before. It tasted like the herbs were paid more attention to. I think just the texture in terms of the goat and the beef for me is a little bit too firm, if you were to ask me. But if it's done that way over there, then I mean it's a part of the experience. The injera bread to me it's quite ingenious. However, it doesn't feel like that type of bread that I would need a basket of. If I'm gonna be honest with you, this alone that's here, I think would have been sufficient for me to tear through. It's like just enough bread without it getting to the point of being a little bit too, as Jamaicans we call it, climb. I think the eating with my hand experience though, it didn't feel very much like I was eating with my hands, if I'm gonna be fair. I think when I was in Ghana, like that experience felt more, I guess because it's like the soups. It's just like, who the hell eats liquids with their hands? It's like a lot more outrageous, so I felt more, oh my gosh, this is indifferent. This feels like if I was eating wings.
Okay.
I mean, you eat with your hands, wings basically, so it kind of felt that way. But then this is only one dish from them. There's probably other things that, and then again, you have some people who just never eat anything like that without a fork. So yeah, but overall, if I were to score this, I'm giving this like a 8.5.
Oh, nice.
For me personally, it's Would I try Ethiopian food again? Definitely. I'll definitely try Ethiopian food again. This restaurant's ambiance is pretty good. Yeah. Definitely an
Nice.
8.5.
I think it would have been nice to kind of just like, okay, dive in from this piece and go in. I do think this is quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, even he mentioned the meat and potatoes dish or something like that. If that was here, I think that would make it more hands-like. And even sometimes they have a lot of lentil stews and stuff like that where you really need to like dig in. So interesting. And even that platter he mentioned that had the raw beef dish, I think it's a kif or something like that. That would really require you to put your hands in.
My recommendation, don't order what we ordered.
Yeah.
And then two same things. I think the dishes felt very similar, like he said. So go with something like one of these and then go with something else. But we reached for these because they felt very much like something that we understood. Well, for me, it felt like beef tips. I mean, it's Tibs, but yeah. But the vegetables, I love the way how they did it. Excellent.
I agree. I like that it's family style, so if you did get two different things, it really gives everybody a chance to sample something different all at one time.
All right, so we just got back to the hotel. And in about an hour and 5 minutes, it's gonna be my birthday. I don't usually celebrate my birthdays, to be honest, because I think most of my year I try to celebrate my life as much as possible. You know, once I'm capable of doing something to enjoy life, I'm gonna do it. You know, if I look back at this year, I won't say it's like the most successful year, the most eventful, but man, I lived in at least 2 countries this year. You know, for quite a while, I was in the Dominican Republic. You know, for a whole 3 months. Like not a lot of people can say that they got to experience that in their entire lifetime. You know, and I've been able to experience that. You know, today I got to try Ethiopian food. Again, a lot of people in their lifetime haven't gotten the experience or the capabilities to experience a new food. Not because they don't want to, they might have not been able to afford it, or just not to have somebody to experience a new experience with. Some of you probably been watching me for the entirety of the time that I've been on YouTube, and in some sort of way, you've gotten the chance to grow up with me, you know, have experiences vicariously through me. And even for myself, which I don't normally do, but if I do go back and look at a video that was like 4 or 5 years ago, I see a younger version of myself. And sometimes I laugh at, you know, the things I probably would have said back then or the way that I look. And I think, you know, when I compare that person to me now, not to be cliche, but I've seen maturity. Definitely in the gray hairs. I mean, the gray hairs started to pop out. And that for me is a blessing, you know, because it shows that I got another chance, another day to be here. You guys might have seen, by the time you've seen this video, it probably is next year. But you guys have seen the videos of people like TikTokers and content creators who didn't make it into their birthday, you know, and that's a very sad thing. And the fact that I've gotten a chance to live longer than them and to wake up every single day so far, I laugh because I'm like, wow, God, you've chosen me again. If you think about it, it's like a lottery. Every day you wake up, none of us are deserving of the next day, you know, but we get the chance to do it. And for me, not only have I gotten the chance to do it, I've gotten the chance to meet some very good people along the way, you know, regardless if you see them around me anymore. Some of them are still in my life very much. Some of them aren't. But either way, I have been very blessed to have the experience, and I hope, I hope I get to wake up another year and laugh every day at the thought that God decided to wake me up again. Anyway, tomorrow, I don't think I want to film tomorrow, like content. Maybe I do like a short or something like that. I definitely would do something more along that lines. I want to just enjoy the day. Big shout out to Momo for giving me this experience of Washington, D.C., because this would be something that's probably at the bottom of the barrel of the places I would have wanted to visit first. I want to visit places like LA, and yeah, LA. That's the first thing that jumps to my thoughts right now. But Washington, D.C. so far has been good. I have a couple more days out here, and then I'll be taking you guys to, I think it's Baltimore, wherever. Yeah, Baltimore. A subscriber, he bought puddings from me, and he's just like, yo, if you ever get the chance to come over here, hit me up. And I was just like, all right, let's do the DMV. And he's there, so I hit him up, and he's just like, he's gonna, show us certain things, and I'm super excited for that. Anyway, so much for my, I don't know what kind of conversation you call this. Just looking back and being all glossy-eyed and thankful. But I'll catch you guys on the next video. Remember, things, love, nature, and adaptation. And always remember to keep the link.